As a lot of people know, there are many characters within Dragon Ball. Recently I did a video on 25 of these characters and one fact for each of them. And today I think I'll carry on with that and we will look at 18 more characters and one fact about each of them. But first, don't forget to like and subscribe. Come out videos every Friday, and let's get into it. Good Buu. He can lose weight. So seen during Dragon Ball Super's Universe Survival Saga, when Goku goes to visit Buu to ask him to be in the tournament, we see that he has slimmed down, and in fact spars Goku, and Goku remarks that he is impressed by how much stronger and faster Buu has become. Evil Buu. There is a version of him that is pink. So the obvious thing about Evil Buu is the fact that he's skinny and he is grey skinned. In the Daizenshu 4 shows an alternately coloured version of Evil Buu with pink skin and red eyes. Kid Buu. It's revealed that King Cold knew about Kid Buu. He warned Frieza never to fight the God of Destruction Beerus or Majin Buu. Additionally, Frieza was actually shocked to learn that Goku had killed Majin Buu. This actually made him realise how powerful Goku was and convinced Frieza to train for the first time, achieving a new form and surpassing Kid Buu. Future Gohan. Both future and present lost the use of their arm. So both the present day and the future version of Gohan loses the ability to use their left arm. While the future version actually loses his arm completely, the present day version of Gohan loses the ability to use his arm due to Cell breaking it. But unlike the future version, the present day version actually manages to recover completely. Dragon Ball Z Broly. His Super Saiyan transformation is unique to him. A standard Super Saiyan transformation is that they get the green eyes and the yellow spiky hair. Broly, however, doesn't do this. When he goes Super Saiyan, his hair gains a bluish green tint, and when he then transforms into his legendary Super Saiyan mode, it does have a yellowy green tint to the hair, but it has no pupils whatsoever, making this unique to him. Broly from Dragon Ball Super. His Berserk form has a similarity to a different form. Berserk is a term used to describe a form in Dragon Ball where the user relieves all control of themselves. This is used for the legendary Super Saiyan form, and the user normally has a one-track mind. Not many other forms do this, apart from one. So if you're a lower class Saiyan warrior, when you transform into the Great Ape or the Azaru, you lose all control. This is seen with Gohan when he was younger and Goku. Dende. He is the 108th son of Grand Elder Guru. So in case you don't know, Dende is from the Dragon Clan, which all of the Namekians come from the Grand Elder Guru. And Dende happens to be the 108th son. In case you don't know, Namekians are only male and they self-reproduce in the form of eggs. Dabura. He was sent to heaven instead of hell when he died. In Dragon Ball, King Yama sent Dabura to heaven as a punishment for being a demon from the demon realm. Even though Dabura would have preferred hell, being a demon, going to heaven actually made Dabura become a good person. He had a personality change due to seeing Vidal's concern for Gohan's safety on Earth. He realised he wanted to be loved in a similar way and make friends. King Piccolo. He is the first person to kill Shenron. So after his wish of being restored to youth is granted by Shenron, he actually kills him. Zarbon. He is the first villain in the manga or anime who is shown to be able to transform at will. So we do have the giant form with Piccolo, but when Piccolo transforms into his giant form, he still looks the same. He doesn't change his appearance. And we do have Goku with the Great Ape form, but again, that is not through his own design. He actually transforms when he sees the moon. But Zarbon transforms on his own. giving him this reptile looking feature and setting up later that Frieza can transform. Dodoria. He has the second highest Saiyan kill count. So obviously Frieza has the highest Saiyan kill count because he destroyed the whole planet. But Dodoria, we see, actually kills 4 Saiyans. Tora, Boros, Shugesh, and Pasha, which were all Bardock's men, and Frieza sent him to kill all of them along with Bardock. But obviously he didn't kill Bardock because Bardock survives. Captain Ginyu. His purple body is his original form. So there's been a lot of dispute on whether his purple body is his original body. Yet from this magazine you can see that he is talking about his childhood and when he switched bodies with a rich kid, and in his thought bubble you can see him as a child. Jace. His original name wasn't Jace. So his original name was Cheese, as this is a theme Toriyama likes to do where he names people after food. And originally in the manga, it was actually spelled Jheese. Berto. He's the only Ginyu Force member who doesn't appear in Dragon Ball GT. So all the other Ginyu Force members appear in Dragon Ball GT, mostly in the Super Android 17 saga when Hell opens up and they escape. Goldo. He's the weakest member of the Ginyu Force. So it's obvious that Goldo is the weakest member of the Ginyu Force, but due to his psychic abilities, he can be considered a very dangerous opponent. Raccoon. His voice is different in different dubs. In the Ocean dub, Raccoon is given a rather intellectual and sophisticated voice and accent, yet in the Funimation dub, he sounds more oafish and slow-witted, which was probably reflected on how he looked in his appearance. Zeno. According to the Grand Minister, the Tournament of Power begins on the 157th hour of the 3,135,500,603rd day of the era of our king. Since he mentions a single day being longer than 157 hours, that would imply Zeno has been the king of all for over 60 million years. Monster Carrot. His main attack is a predecessor to Majin Buu's. So Monster Carrot has the ability to turn people into carrots. This is similar to a much later villain, Majin Buu, who was able to turn people into food with his transfiguration beam.